Travel Saturday with Sarah and Ed and Tropical Sky. Start your dream with tailor-made holidays to the Caribbean, Far East, Maldives and beyond. Flying from Shannon Airport with tropicalsky.ie.
Ed Finn is literally off the plane and he's back on the show. Hiya, Ed.
Trina, how are you? This is my big American year. I've seen more of America in this year than I have in the last 20 years. Fantastic.
This is dedication. Straight off the plane, he's absolutely wreck-tired and he's still on the show. So where were you, Ed? You've been away for a while.
Yeah, I was over. I actually did a fabulous trip, right? I'll be talking to you about it. I was in Ohio, full of surprises, by the way. You know the way you hear about Ohio, you think Middle America. Cleveland, which we chatted about before, Columbus, beautiful city. Oh my God, gorgeous place. Really lovely kind of quality of life. Cincinnati, of course, beside North Kentucky. Brilliant. I finished up, I went to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. They tagged that on recently, which is very nice.
It's quite a long tag, but there you go.
Gender balance. Remember the movie Philadelphia? Yeah. But it's really I did the Rocky Steps. I nearly got a hernia running up the Rocky Steps, Trina. I was about, I went up, I decided I'd be all energetic and I went flying up. And we were doing a bit of filming as well, and the camera guy is like, where's he gone? Like a bullet. But anyway, beautiful. And at the top of it, you have the most amazing museum, like the Van Goghs. The sunflowers are in there. Some people say Van Gogh. I say they've got all these Monet, the famous masters, incredible place. The Reading Market, Terminal Market, the food thing there, the scene is brilliant. McGillen's, the oldest Irish pub ever, went in there. Fantastic spot. They have an open mic every Tuesday if you're interested, Trina.
Oh, did you get up?
You go over. I did, yeah. I did Danny Boy. They were closing the place anyway, so it was grand. I gave them a hand. But really, what I was going to say to you, do you know what I always wanted to do? I hadn't, would you believe it, done a Broadway play. And there's a great little hotel there. When I say little now, it's got loads of rooms, but it's called the Martinique, and it's this old historic building. And they have a famous restaurant in it called the Press Club, where Walter Cronkite and Barbara Walters and all those old famous journalists used to go to the New York Times, and they used to all hang out there, and they've reopened it again. And I interviewed Chef Franklin there, and I met the guys. Amazing. It's like the Trocadero in Dublin, that kind of atmosphere.
Well, I have to say, Ed, thank you so much for sending me all the images of the meals that you were having. And you're right, it is like the Trocadero. It's very luscious looking stuff here.
Well, yeah, when I was over there, I read in USA Today when I was on one of the flights that Jessica Lange was playing in a new play called Mother Play in the Hayes Theatre. And Jessica, of course, she's the famous actress. I love her. It's amazing. And Jim Parsons from The Big Bang Theory. I got tickets for that and I went along to it on Sunday. It was at 3 o'clock. And listen, it was one of the best things I've ever seen. She was amazing. It was phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
Now, a phone still went off in the middle of it. Can you believe that? The people are still... I swear to God, Trina, a phone went off and there was about 16 people going around with big signs, turn your phone off. Not at all. So there was the play itself is getting rave reviews, standing ovation. She's an amazing actress. So to see her live on stage, I was right up in the front of the mezzanine. I was just so thrilled. And then I went back down through Times Square then, which is a bit hectic. I went back to that place. And when you want just a nice little steak and a glass of red wine, I went into that Press Club and I had that, and it was just a New York strip and a glass of red Montepulciano, and I was made for the day then. It was brilliant. But that was a day to remember, a Broadway play. I loved it. It was fantastic.
Was that mad expensive to go to the play? I remember we went years ago and we went to an off-Broadway and it was a weird one. It was actually very weird.
It was, yeah. It was like Hamilton now and all those, everything is on there. I mean, Times Square, it's like you're on another planet. But yeah, it was. I mean, I think I got one of 3 tickets. I was trying to book it online and then I actually had to ring them. And it was $200, including the fee. It was just for me a kind of a once-off thing that I really wanted to do. And I hadn't even planned it. But when I saw the reviews and when I heard about it, I was like, God, I'd love. And then I got a ticket. So, but there was, if you booked it in advance, I think they were from about $100 and then it went up. But I had a great seat. I was right at the front of the mezzanine, the kind of balcony looking down. So I couldn't have been happier.
Yeah. Do you need to be careful actually? Because I'd say there must be a lot of scam artists selling tickets that aren't the real thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I got onto, I said it was the Hayes Theatre. So I was trying to book it online and they wouldn't take the cards. And there was lots of money I promised in the cards, Trina. I eventually rang them up and then the lady was great. Her name was June. Thank you, June, for getting me the ticket. And she got me the seat. And I was delighted. But yeah, so I rang up directly to the theatre. Real old style theatre as well. Really nice. Like it's one of those really well known kind of places there. But yeah, no, the scam thing is everywhere. But, you know, but in New York, you know yourself, you have to be careful. Even like I got a taxi, you know, there's loads of ways of getting back to the airport. I mean, I flew from Newark back with Aer Lingus, you know, some of the prizes were given away there as well. And it was terrific. Like it was great flight, no problem at all. So I had a great time. But I must say now, you know, in New York I hadn't been to until before, like September pre-COVID. So it was a few years, so I hadn't been over. And of course I had to buy an extra bag, Trina, then because I went into Ross Shop for Less. And of course, you know, you're getting your Levi's jeans and your lovely shirts, your polos for like $22. So like, highly recommend that. Brilliant.
Poor old lad is broke now coming home. So you did Ellis Island as well when you were there. I've done Ellis Island many years ago and I was fascinated. Yeah. I was so fascinated by it, Ed, that I actually did a radio documentary on it years ago.
Brilliant. Yeah, but it is fascinating. Now, I had done it years ago. I went over the actual head guy of the museum there, the American Heritage Museum or History Museum, Stephen. He came and met us and he was super. Like, and we were, you know, he was talking to us all about it, but like phenomenal stuff. I mean, you know yourself, you'd see where all the people went in, the steps of separation, where, you know, you went left or right. Annie Moore, the story of her, and, you know, people that, like, when they were accepted, you know, then you were screened for health and all the different countries from all over the world that went there. So, you know in depth yourself, but it's just, I mean, that big hall when you walk into it, you can feel the whole history of it there. And we got the boat and you stop off there and then you go to around the statue and then you can go back over to Jersey. We went over back to New Jersey, and that was easy. I stayed, by the way, in New Jersey for the first 3 nights in Jersey City, which has the most gorgeous waterfront area, and that's that beautiful view of Manhattan. The Sonesta suites, they're a kind of 3-star self-catering. So if you wanted like your own little kitchen and all that, that was really great. Smorgasbord bar, all these outdoor bars. We went to Hoboken, Frank Sinatra's place where he was born, and we went to Blue Eyes, a fabulous Italian restaurant, which I loved. And again, all outdoors. And of course, it was roasting, too. Like the weather was really, really hot. So, but that's really interesting, the whole Jersey City. You can literally hop on a ferry or a train, the new light train that goes right across in 12 minutes. So it's a good option as well. I enjoyed the mix. I did 3 nights there and I did 2 nights then in the Martinique, which was a little bit upmarket in and you're right in Broadway. It was 15 minutes walk to the actual theatre from the hotel, and I just loved it. There's a great little restaurant called the Bronze Owl as well. And you know the way New York does great cocktails, Manhattans and Cosmos and all that. And they do lovely Italian bites. New York, like it's diners culinary heaven. I mean, the food is just everything and anything you'd want. So loved that, really. I really enjoyed it. Great sense. It's great to be back there again after so many years. Yeah. But you know, you want to be on the vitamins to get yourself up, you know, because it's full on.
It is full on, and there's plenty of flights that go from Ireland as well, isn't there?
Oh yeah, sure. Like I mean, there's loads of flights. I mean, when I arrived in this morning, I came in from Newark. There was a flight just from JFK. There was so like loads. Yeah, all the airlines, Aer Lingus, United, American. Yeah, loads. I'm a bit jet lagged now, so I can't think of them all off the top. But yeah, actually, loads of choice. Yeah. And I was looking the other day, like Aer Lingus were doing a sale the other day, it was like €200 each way or something. And Newark, by the way, is really good. You have a train from Penn Station you can get, and then there's a bus as well you can get from the actual town, which is actually $20. So like there's lots of options. And if you want to be really flahool, you can spend $100 on a taxi, which is a bit expensive. But you've loads of ways of getting there. So on the flights are kind of in the evening time, 5 o'clock, and you get in at kind of 5 a.m. over here. So, but yeah, it was great, I must say now. But the Broadway, I mean, just all those little things I was saying to you, it's only in Broadway that you get that sense of, you know, that incredible sense of like you're in somewhere really kind of special. So it was great. And they're all shouting and roaring and cars honking horns. It's not the place to go for a quiet weekend, really, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. So listen, Ed, we're going to be talking in the coming weeks about all the various places you went on your American travels, but we're going to give away our return flights again today, and this has been going so well. The amount of messages that we get in every week, people entering, hoping to win return flights.
I know.
Last week we did Chicago, thanks to Shannon Airport and Tropical Sky. That was on United. What destination will we go for today?
I think we should go for New York, right? But now that I've given out all my top tips, right? To people. So yeah, let's do Shannon to New York again with Aer Lingus. How about that?
Okay, all right. And what's the question then, Ed?
The question is, what famous singer came from Hoboken in New Jersey?
Very easy. You're being easy on people today, Ed. All right, if you think you know the answer to that, you can text in with your name and location and your answer to 087 188 0008. As always, going to be phoning our winner on Tuesday for those return flights, all thanks to Shannon Airport and Tropical Sky. Ed, get yourself to bed.
Thanks a million, Trina. Mind yourself. All the best.
We'll see you in studio next week.
Travel Saturday with Sarah and Ed and Tropical Sky. Start your dream with tailor-made holidays to the Caribbean, Far East, Maldives and beyond. Flying from Shannon Airport with tropicalsky.ie.